Hey, what's up guys? It's Adam with RC Logger. Today I'm going to take a couple minutes and I'm going to go over our 5.8 gig wireless video transmission system. This is a real turnkey solution in the fact that you don't have to be a rocket scientist to fly FPV anymore. Basically what we did was we decided to make a system that is very turnkey. So somebody that just wants to go fly FPV, they don't need to know how to solder antennas together or build an extensive ground station. Basically we just contained it all for you. The nice thing about this unit is most of these modules that you see in front of you are rechargeable. So in other words, you don't have to have a power supply or anything like that. First we're going to start off with our 5.8 gig receiver and LCD screen. This is a standard dipole antenna, and this is the actual receiver over here, and it actually quick detaches from the LCD screen. So if you were wanting to fly FPV and not fly from an LCD screen, you could actually, we left an AV out port so you could plug your goggles in and a little belt clip. So you could actually just clip this to your belt and run your goggles right off of it and be completely mobile, which is actually pretty slick. This just slides right back onto the LCD screen, and this is one full unit. In addition to that, the LCD screen has a rechargeable LiPo in it as well, and they can actually be connected to each other. We have a little accessory plug that we give you, so this has an AV in and this has an AV out, so if you don't want them next to each other, you could just mount just the LCD screen to your transmitter via this. This is our radio system mount. Basically this will mount to the handle of your transmitter, and the 5.8 receiver and LCD screen will mount to this. So you could actually mount this whole system right on top of your transmitter. So when you're flying FPV, you can look right through the LCD screen and at your transmitter at the same time, which is cool. If you don't want to do that, we have a little pop-out stand so you can just set it on a table or set it on something like that and fly from there. Next, I'm going to show you our 5.8 gig video transmitter. This is very small, very lightweight, very low milliwattage also. The nice thing about this is you could basically put this little guy anywhere on your aircraft and it's not really going to affect it too much or anything like that. The only thing needed to run the transmitter is an external power supply. For this particular purpose, I'm just going to show you. Basically, I have a 2-cell LiPo and I have a BEC. I've stepped the voltage down to 5 volts. You do not want to put any more than 6 volts. So 5 or 6 is fine for this guy through this transmitter. Otherwise, you're probably going to cook it and void your warranty. So basically, we're going to give this guy some power, which is what I just did, and now we need to give it some video signal. Our video solution is the RC Logger Pro camera. It's actually a really nice camera. It's 720p. It records directly to an HD card. It will do recording and live FPV out at the same time, which is really cool. So not only can you see what your flight is doing, but you can actually record it and capture it and use that later. Another nice thing about this is we offer some accessories for it. We have our wide angle lens, and basically this little guy just screws right onto there. So now you can change your viewing experience, which is also pretty cool. So what we've done here is we just have a standard 2.5 mil plug. You just plug that into the AV out of the RC Logger Pro camera, and you go from there and you plug right into the back of your 5.8 gig transmission system, and that's it. You're ready to go fly. Another nice thing is that I want to point out, you don't need a 5 volt, like a 2-cell LiPo and a BEC if you don't want one. If you have a standard I don't know, a JR, Futaba, or Spectrum radio control system, any one of those receivers will put out anywhere from 5 to 6 volts for you per any empty channel you have. So you can just plug the transmitter into that empty channel. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to power the system up. First I'm going to turn my camera on. And the nice thing about the camera is it's got the rechargeable LiPo in it also, so it doesn't need a power supply. You just make sure you're charged up and you're good to go. And then I'm going to turn my transmission system on. We'll start with the transmitter, and you just notice the red to blue indicator indicating that it's transmitting. I'm going to turn on my receiver, and I'm going to power on my LCD screen. And this is going to look bright. It's really not as bright as it does to the camera. Let's see if I can put it on something a little bit darker. Basically, this is the video signal that you're going to get, which is actually really, really clear. I know it doesn't look like that on the camera, but it really is. It's beautiful. So this works really nice. You would basically, like I said, you would take this whole system and you would mount it directly onto your radio controller, and you're flying FPV. So there's nothing crazy. It's really straightforward and simple. And I know that some of you guys already have GoPros, and we've actually considered that. So what we did was we made a separate RCA mount, just a wire jumper, so you could plug that into the back of the transmission system and plug your GoPro right into the RCAs here, and you can fly via that as well. The nice thing about this solution is you could basically snag the wireless transmission set. I think it runs at $229, and you could snag the RC Logger Pro, which runs at $150, and you are ready to go fly FPV. Like I said, there's no crazy put together this, put together that, you know, make a mount or anything like that. It just works. You plug it in and you go fly. So thank you very much for watching our video, and have a good one.